Doo-doom, 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 doo-doom. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these weeks you'd like to meet and study English with me. Idiot. Anyway, hello, good afternoon, or morning, or evening, or whatever it is for you. For me, it is the afternoon. We've got 5 p.m. We've got a beautiful sunny day. And yeah, that's it. Enough of rambling. We are here to study and not mess and chat shit. Anyway, so we are here to study some advanced English vocabulary, obviously, and we are going to be doing that with my lover, with the love of my life, ChatGPT. So let me call my baby, James, my darling. Come here. There he is. So this is ChatGPT, my lovely James. We are also going to be using the natural readers, and of course, my best friend, the Cambridge Dictionary. Yes, obviously. So if you would like to check out these websites, then I will I will link them down below. So please check it out and study. Do something good for yourself and for your brain. And I'm already yammering. Anyway, so I tried to find where we left off, and I think I found it, but now I'm confused. Hey, but anyway, yeah, here is James demonstrating his love and passion for me, right? I love you, and blah, blah, blah. Keep it rolling. How was it at work? Okay, so that's not. We did this one, and yeah, this is the one, because like I was like giving commands to James with those questions, but here he decided to, what's the word, fucking hell, my brain is not working, to demonstrate his creativity, and he asked himself some questions. So let's have a look at the let's have a look finally. Just so thrilled to hear I've hit the mark with my sarcasm and kept you entertained. Let's keep this laughter marathon rolling. It's better than sleep anyway, right? Here's another dose of humor for you. And he has chosen the question, what's your opinion on office meetings? And we've got the posh and sophisticated person and the poor and grumpy person. So let's put them into the natural readers, because as you know, I just can't bloody read. I just can't, right? So it will be better if Oliver, right, does it for us. So go on, mate. Go on.
Our office meetings, those grand assemblies of minds, a modern-day symposium where the brightest ideas are born and nurtured. Each gathering is akin to a fine dining experience, where the courses are meticulously planned, and every participant brings their own unique flavor to the table. The agenda is our MAîTRE D, guiding us through the intellectual feast, while the PowerPoint slides serve as the AMUSE-BOUCHE, teasing the palate for the rich discussion to follow. As we delve into the topics at hand, it's as if we're sampling a variety of exquisite wines, each bringing its own depth and nuance to the experience. The meeting room, a veritable salon of the Enlightenment, buzzes with the energy of collaboration and innovation. And when we finally adjourn, it's with the satisfaction of having partaken in a banquet of the mind. Full and content in the knowledge that we've contributed to the advancement of our collective endeavors.
Oh, lovely, wasn't it? Yeah, that was cool. Oh my god, there are so many words I don't know already. Okay, now let's ask lovely Brian to read the poor and grumpy person for us. Please, Brian, the stage is yours.
Office meetings? Oh, they're an absolute delight, a real highlight of the work week. Imagine, if you will, the thrill of being trapped in a room that has all the charm of an interrogation chamber, while someone drones on, wielding a PowerPoint presentation like a medieval torturer. It's like being part of a live-action reenactment of Groundhog Day, where every meeting is the same meeting, just with different buzzwords. synergy, streamline, pivot. It's like someone swallowed a business jargon dictionary and is now violently regurgitating it all over us. And let's not forget the joy of the round table discussion, a euphemism for everyone talking in circles until we're collectively dizzy with confusion. The only real mystery is how something that moves at the speed of a glacier can simultaneously make time feel like it's standing still. If there's a better way to simulate the experience of having your soul slowly siphoned out of your body, I haven't found it. Meetings, because apparently, we're not suffering enough just doing our jobs.
Did you like it? I loved it. I loved it. Okay, so thank you guys. I think we will not need you anymore. And I think we will be here for a very, very long time because, oh my god, there are so many things I don't know. Alrighty, so let's dive in. I should get my papers ready. I haven't done the revision again. Do you know what? Like, I'm gonna do another like short video with the revision because I can't even read it. I just can't. I just can't. So, but I'm just used to taking notes. So I'm just gonna take this lovely boy and I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna put you here, and you will be here, and you will be here, and let's get in. Let's get in. Let's get in. Anyway, so the posh and sophisticated person. Office meetings, those grand assemblies of minds, a modern day. We've got the same problem like the last time. I feel like I just was like, I can't speak and read. Oh my god! Oh my god! I feel like my English is getting worse. Actually, like, do you have that? Like, the more you study, the more you speak, the more you practice, like, you feel like you are actually like getting worse and like not better, because this is how I'm feeling actually. Anyway, so grand assemblies of minds, a modern day symposium where the brightest ideas are born and nurtured. Like, I know this one, but I just don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't care. So those grand assemblies of minds, that's a beautiful, beautiful structure. And symposium, like, I know, but at the same time, I just kind of don't. Do you know what I mean? So, Cambridge, please help me. Symposium.
Symposium.
Symposium. I just can't. An occasion at which people who have great knowledge of a particular subject meet in order to discuss a matter of interest. A symposium on European cinema? European cinema, is it like different from like any other cinema? What? No, whatever. A formal occasion when specialists in a particular area meet to discuss a subject of interest to them. Are we recording, by the way? Maybe. A symposium of something. Experts gathered for an international symposium on internet addiction. Oh la la, that's a huge problem, isn't it? I definitely do have that problem. I am addicted to social media and the internet, but in my case, it counts as studying. If you turn your social media and everything into English, you don't have to feel bad about being addicted, actually. Yeah, because you're studying. Every time you watch stupid videos, as long as they are in English, you're studying. Haha, yes. Anyway, symposium. Do I want to write you down? Probably. Symposium, which means formal occasion when specialists meet to discuss those things, and it's a symposium on something. That's quite interesting preposition, isn't it? In it. Symposium on internet addiction and on European cinema. Interesting. On internet addiction. So we're not sharing. Why? Are you messing with me again? Was I not sharing the entire time? Was I not? Am I delusional? Am I a little delulu? What is going on? Like, as I told you, like the quality of my equipment is shite. It just is. And my internet is a bit messy as well today. Because it's quite funny that the Wi-Fi internet is actually faster than my cable internet because I've got the Ethernet or whatever, and I've got it like connected. But that one was a little bit messy because I have to like test it like this streaming service like 3 times just to make sure that everything is connected. And actually the mic was not connected again on there, as I found out. So like I'm terrified. I'm seriously terrified. But I like it this way because when you have a normal camera, you like never know like like what's going on. But here I can see that we are recording. I can see like what I'm sharing. So I like really love this platform. But it's a little bit meshy, and now it's not sharing. I know you don't care, but I do. I do. So whatever, a symposium on internet addiction, and I wanted to say that I could do I could host a symposium on the fact that internet addiction is not an addiction. In case you are a learner of English and you watch everything in English. That would be the official name. Oh my god, it's not even funny. Whatever. Moving on. Where the brightest ideas are born and nurtured. Is it nurture? Nurture? Nurture. 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 So it's not nurture, but nurture. Nurture. It should nurture. I can never, even during the lessons, like I struggle with this mother fluffer. Always. Anyway, each gathering is akin to. Who remembers akin to? I do remember, because akin to means similar to something. There is a slight difference, because akin to means that having some of the qualities of something, whereas like similar is just similar, but akin to is basically similar to similar. To fine dining experience, ooh la la, where the courses are meticulously planned and every participant brings their own unique flavor to the table. Nice. The agenda is our MAԻTRE. I remember because I studied a little bit of French. And I've got a funny feeling that I saw you there. Like you are a word for beginners. Maître d'hôtel. But what? Maître d'hôtel. Maître d'hôtel. Maître. Oh, that's this bit. Okay. Maitre d'. Maitre d'. Maitre d'. Maitre d'. A person in charge of a restaurant or of the people who bring food to your table in a restaurant. Like I have worked in a lot of restaurants, but I have never heard of Maitre d'. Maitre d'. Maitre d'. Bring food. So like a manager, like a. Yeah. Really? Is it like the person who is just like standing there and doing nothing and just commanding? The head waiter of a restaurant. I think people don't use it because I worked in a restaurant in the UK. And a manager, like we would call it a manager, maitre d' of a restaurant. Head waiter of a restaurant, but it's a manager of a hotel. Even in hotels, we never did we use it? I'm not really sure. But anyway, mate. Oh my god, what's wrong with the I? Maitre d', which is a manager of a restaurant. Hotel. MAîTRE. MAîTRE.
Maitre d'.
MAîTRE. MAîTRE. MAîTRE.
Maitre d'hotel.
Maitre d'hotel. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, lovely. Thank you. The agenda is our manager. What? So does it have a different meaning then? Because that's a person. My meaning. Is it short for maître d'hôtel, which comes from French? Obviously, thank you. Literally means master of the house. Ooh la la. Maître d'hôtel, whatever, was used in English for a head butler or steward of a household before it referred to a head of dining. So it's a person. Do you know what I mean? The agenda. Oh, so the agenda is your manager, so you follow your agenda like really, really strictly. It's like your boss guiding us. Oh, okay, I see. Maybe like read the full sentence first. The agenda is our maitre d, guiding us through the intellectual feast. Intellectual feast, nice. While the PowerPoint slides serve as the that's another one, right? Amuse-bouche. Amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche.
It is bouche. Amuse-bouche.
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 Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. So, who are ya? Who are ya? A small dish served before a meal or between the courses. Parts served separately of a meal. What? A small dish served before a meal or between the courses. Like a starter and like a little snack. My dinner began with an amuse-bouche. Amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche of fresh pea soup, followed by a starter of roasted langustine, probably, tails. A little salmon-filled roll was served as an amuse-goo. What? That's different. That's not bouche. AMUSE-GUEULE. Oh my god, this is not good. Not good. Miss Literary, it amuses the mouth. The French were using amuse-bouche as a word. Appetizers. Yeah, okay. Also, it's a starter. Like little nibbly bits. Okay, had no idea. Amuse-bouche. And also this guy, what? No, okay. AMUSE-GUEULE, AMUSE-GUEULE meaning. But you're not. I would like the pronunciation. You don't AMUSE-GUEULE. Pronunciation, exactly. Thank you very much. Oh my god! YouTube!
Je tu pro vás bonami. Zařiďte si domov osobitě díky tisícům kousků nábytku a doplňků všech stylů a cen. Bonami.cz, váš osobitý domov.
Bonjour, this This is Julian, the Frenchman who makes French pronunciation videos here on YouTube, and we are looking at how to pronounce this term from French cuisine, designating a single bite-sized hors d'oeuvre. They are different from appetizers in that they are not ordered from a menu by patrons, but are served free and according to the chef's selection. Those are often called AMUSE-BOUCHE, but you can also call them AMUSE-GUEULE. AMUSE-GUEULE is how we would say it in France, but it'd be fine to say in English, AMUSE-GUEULE. AMUSE-GUEULE.
Gueule or gueule? Like that's the French. But that was a beautiful French accent, wasn't it? That was like enough for you to understand or see that it's a French-speaking person, but understandable. Anyway, because sometimes like it can be really, really tricky, like strong French accent or strong Italian one, like that might be quite challenging to understand. But this one was perfect with like the perfect hint of Frenchness in it. Do you know, like it's so cute. I just love French. I just love it. But I don't remember what you said. So amuse-bouche and amuse-gueule, but basically, like I'm not saying you anyway. I'm not using you. I'm sorry, darling. But anyway, PowerPoint slides serve as the amuse-bouche, teasing the palate for the rich discussion to follow. Teasing the palate. Nice. That's isn't it like a really cool sentence, like full of metaphors? Like that's beautiful, James. I love you. Oh, it's nice. Anyway, as we delve into the topics at hand, it's as if we're sampling a variety of exquisite wines, each bringing its own depth and nuance to the experience. The meeting room, a veritable salon. Veritable, again. Like, James loves that word, right? Like, veritable. This is the third time we've had it in these like responses. Like, so it is James's favorite word. It is indeed. And I've got pins and needles in my leg, which is not surprising because I'm sitting like an idiot, but who cares? Anyway, veritable salon of the enlightenment buzzes with the energy of collaboration and innovation. Ooh, nice. And when we finally adjourn, something is telling me that we've had it before and I just don't remember. Did we have it?
Adjourn.
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 Adjourn. That's the seductive guy. Like, there is a couple of words which this guy like did like voice over it or whatever, and he's got like this like seductive like bit to it. Can you hear it?
Adjourn.
Adjourn. Maybe it's the breath at the end, or I just don't know. It's funny.
Adjourn.
Adjourn. To have a pause or rest during a formal meeting or trial. So we didn't have that one, but yeah, because it sounds a little bit like cajole, adjourn. Can you cajole people into adjourning? It's a verb, adjourn.
Adjourn.
So can you cajole people into adjourning? That's a legit sentence, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. I'm not sure. But yesterday, well, it was not yesterday, a couple of days, like during the last studying session, what am I looking for? Yeah, the pause. Expands. No, that's stupid. Interlude. Yeah, that was a little break. Do you remember? We had interlude, which was a short period, like a brief break you take from something, right? Seriously, I can't read it. Like I just can't. I don't know. It looks like I was possessed possessed by something when I was writing it. I had a seizure. So interlude was the short break, and now we have adjourn, adjourn, adjourn,
Adjourn.
adjourn, which is a verb. Yeah, nice. So to have a pause or rest during a formal meeting. Is it only for formal meetings? Meeting or trial? They adjourned the meeting until after lunch. Adjournment.
Adjournment.
Adjournment. What?
Adjournment.
Adjournment. It's the same guy, isn't it?
Adjournment.
Adjournment. There was a 2-day adjournment in the trial. Okay. That's why I think I've heard it, because I did hear it because I was watching the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, and they were adjourning 100%. Anyway, to temporary and a meeting or trial, adjourn for something. The meeting adjourned for lunch. Adjourn a case, hearing, a trial, inquest, meeting. The district judge adjourned the case for 16 weeks to allow time for experts to give evidence. Nice. I like you. Adjourn. So what am I writing? To have a pause or rest during a meeting or a trial. Adjourn, and we've got until or for lunch, for example. Okay. I've seen you before. I've heard you. Nice. And adjournment. Two-day adjournment in the trial. Nice. So, and when and when we finally adjourn, it's with the satisfaction of having partake. We had that one as well. Nice. What am I asking about? Because I'm getting this feeling of satisfaction, because a couple of weeks ago or months ago, I wouldn't know these words, but now I know. I remember. I can recognize it or when I hear it, because as I told you, like the words that we are studying, I actually do hear them every day. It's like one word per day from our beautiful collection. Ensemble, assemblage. Oh my god, we had more of those. Concoction. No, that's not. Is it? I don't know. Of word that was not that was a different one. Anyway, I forgot what I wanted to say. Anyway, like I wanted to say that I've got this like feeling of satisfaction when I hear those words, because I didn't know them and now I know them. It's nice. I feel clever. Which is very, very rare, obviously. Like it's lovely. Do you know, like it's working. You study and you remember, you know, it's beautiful. Anyway, having partaken, or nice, in a banquet of the mind, full content in the knowledge. Full and content. Full and content in the knowledge that we've contributed to the advancement of our collective endeavors. Again, endeavors. We know that's the things we do, that we did during that. Pat on the back and a hug. I'm excited. Oh my god, this is a gorgeous day. This is a beautiful day. Oh my god, nice. If you are not working, I'm gonna kill you. Seriously, why is the internet saying that it's shit? Why are you doing this to me? Is it going to be like a shit quality again? And you're gonna... Why do I have a feeling that, it's not gonna be working just because I'm so happy and excited right now? You will be messing with me. Anyway, so poor and grumpy person. 30 minutes. Oh, okay, lovely, lovely. Office meetings. Oh, they're an absolute delight. A real highlight of the work week. Imagine, if you will. That's a good phrase, if you will. And it doesn't make sense. I remember that I studied that when I was studying 10 years ago. And this like confused me a lot. And I hope you know what it means. If you don't know what it means, Google it. I'm not your teacher. No, if you will, like, you can say it like, for example, I don't have any example right now. But, it kind of like doesn't make sense in sentences. Do you know what I mean? If you will, examples. Like when you say a name, like if you will, I happen to be going that way. I will carry your turkey if you will allow me. No, I mean if you will. Yeah, we're riding to work together tomorrow. A carpool, if you will. That's more like if you come with us. But for example, people say it. I don't know how to define. Like I don't know what's in my head right now. Like, for example, I would like call somebody something, if you will. Do you know, like if you will allow me to say it or something like that? Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to define it, if you will. Cambridge used to say that a particular expression is a way of saying something, especially to suggest that some people may not choose to say it that way. We did very well in school with a genius IQ, if you will. Yeah, that's a great example. Why didn't I ask you before? Cambridge. Chamomile. Cameron? Yeah, so that's the stupid example. Do you know, like, if you will, war. Like, I remember that it confused me very well. So I'm happy to see you again. Yeah, if you will. The thrill of being trapped in a room that has all the charm of an interrogation chamber. That's a good one, right? That's a beautiful one. A thrill of being trapped in a room that has all the charm of an interrogation chamber. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna write it down. Room that has a charm of an is that double R? Who cares? I'm not gonna read it anyway. Interrogation chamber. While someone drones on wielding a PowerPoint presentation like a medieval torturer. Drones on. Like, we know drones, like everybody knows them. It's cool. Bloody noisy, but the footage, gorgeous. A low continuous noise that does not change its note. Like, that's true. Like, drones, they drone. Or is that a verb as well? A male bee, drone. So drones drone? The drone droned. I didn't know that. Did you know that? A low continuous noise that does not change its note. The drone of an engine. Outside the tent, I could hear the constant drone of insect. The drone of his voice made me feel sleepy. Sleepy. Oh my god, I had no idea that drone is drone. But it makes sense because it's like, pow, mind blown. Bloody hell. Low continuous Noise. Noise that does not change. It's node. The drone. Engine. The drone of his voice made me feel sleepy. Ooh la la, an aircraft that does not have a pilot. Yeah. We know that. Yeah, and it's a verb as well. So a drone and to drone. So the drone droned. Droned in the background. Had no idea. No idea. Anyway, wielding. Is that wielding? Wield. I know welding, and I've seen you as well. Wailed or wield? Who are you? Wield.
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 To hold a weapon or tool and look as if you are going to use it. Yeah, he wielded the knife at me. Yeah, I know you. She was confronted by a man wielding a knife.
Wield.
I know you. I've heard you. Because, as you know, I watch a lot of interrogations and like true crime stories. Because I'm a psycho. And yeah, but I did know, but I didn't. So yeah, so hold a weapon. Hold a weapon or tool if you are going to use it. Confront wielding. So he was wielding a knife. Ooh la la. To have a lot of influence or power over other people. He still wields enormous influence in politics. Politics? I don't know. To have or use power, authority, or influence, or to hold and use a weapon. Under the new city charter, the mayor wields most of the power. Yeah. So he wields most of the power. To have or use power, authority, influence, or hold and use a weapon. Nice. Good. Wielding a PowerPoint. Like a medieval torturer. That's nice. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Anyway, it's like being part of a live action reenactment. Fuck's sake. I should know what that is, right? I should know, but I don't. Groundhog Day. What's that? Somebody? I've seen it. Who talked about it? It was one of my students mentioned it in a lesson. We talked about it with somebody. I can't remember who it was. Fucking hell. Like, I think I do know, but I'm not 100% sure. I've got two students with like very weird sense of like or taste in films in the best way possible. Like, that's a compliment. That's a huge compliment. And one of them mentioned that to me. I've seen these pictures. I was searching for that. And what happens in the film? Less commonly grounded a situation in which the same, usually negative and monotonous experiences occur repeatedly or are felt to occur repeatedly with no change or correction. Oh, it's a thing. Okay. Tell me, Cammy. In the US, 2nd of February, the 2nd of February, which, according to an old story, is the day the groundhog wakes up after sleeping through the winter. If it sees its shadow on this day, there will be 6 more weeks of winter, and if it does not, spring will start early. It's the day that groundhog.
Groundhog Day.
Grounded. If it sees its shadow, and do you ask the groundhog? Like, hey, did you see your shadow? No, I didn't. Okay, so the summer is coming, or it's not coming. What? A situation in which events that have happened before happen again in what seems to be exactly the same way. Once again, we had an agreement. Once again, we had an agreement. We all shook hands. Shook. Anybody from the Czech Republic? Shook. It's naughty. It's a naughty word in my language. Oh my god, I remember when we had it in school, like it was in a text or in some article, and like nobody wanted to say that word. Like it was so embarrassing. Do you know, like, because it means like ew, ew. Oh, fuck, basically. Anyway, shook hands, and once again they come back and say no. I guess this is a Groundhog Day. We shook hands and okay, I see. According to an old story. Oh, okay, so it's like about the winter coming back and stuff. Interesting. Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. Wield. Drone. Adjourn. Lovely. Where every meeting is the same meeting. Yeah, nice. That was actually a very nice explanation. Thank you. Just with with different buzzwords: synergy, streamline, pivot, pivotal role means crucial, like important. All right. So what is pivot? I don't know. A fixed point supporting something that turns or balances. Pivot point. Pivot. The central or most important person, sorry, or thing in a situation. Yeah, turn or revolve. Turn or revolve on a pivot. The former guerrilla is the same like gorilla, or is it more guerrilla, or whatever leader has become the pivot on which the country's emerging political stability turns and revolves. It depends on him. Okay. In basketball, an attacking player who actually stands with their back to the basket to catch the ball and give it to the other attacking players. He's the most dominant pivot in the game. Centra. To turn or twist. She pivots on her left foot. I've seen that one. I know. Pivot on. Yeah, pivoted. He pivoted on his heels and headed out. Okay, nice. Future deals will pivot on, depend on, easing commercial conflicts. In basketball or netball, to stand one foot on the ground, move by step when you have the ball. Once you catch the ball, you can pivot. To turn without walking. Okay, interesting. To change your opinions, statements, decisions, etc., so that they are different to what they were before. Well, if you change something, then it typically means that it becomes different. Right? No, I don't know. He has pivoted to bring himself in line with the rest of the candidates. It was harder for Bush to pivot to the positive when so much of his campaign revolved around taking down Kerry. Who's Kerry? I don't know. To avoid something. What? Like, is it? Okay, we are close to the end. Nice. To avoid talking about something by talking about something else. Several viewers were eager to hear what they had to say about jobs and found the invasion glaring when he immediately pivoted to a pre-packaged answer on education. Okay. And a fixed point pivot to turn or twist. She pivots her left foot. He pivots on the heels. Oh, yeah, okay. Not interesting. And pivotal means like really, really important and crucial, right? Am I right? Central and important. Yeah, I remember that one, but I didn't know about the pivot. That's what happens when you don't study all of those words together. Pivotal moment, pivotal point, pivotal role. I had it as a pivotal. Something plays a pivotal role. Yeah, that was in one book or something. Yeah. So pivot. So what are you? Fixed point. Yeah, in the center. In the center or most important person. Most important person. And then the movement to turn or twist, but like, yeah, you're not going anywhere. And the basketball players. Okay, pivot, streamline, synergy. Nice. It's like someone swallowed a business jargon. Is it
Jargon.
jargon? So it's not jargon. Jargon. Jargon dictionary, and it's now violently yeah, this guy. Do you know him? I don't know.
Regurgitate. Regurgitate.
What? Are you sleepy?
Regurgitate.
Regurgitate. Regurgitate. To bring back swallowed food into the mouth. What? Owls regurgitate partly digested food to feed their youngs. So it's not like vomiting, because vomiting is typically like not intentional, but this is like more intentional. If you regurgitate facts, you just repeat what you have heard without thinking about it. If you regurgitate facts, you just repeat what you have heard without thinking about it. Many students simply regurgitate what they hear in lectures. So you like recite something. So is it in a disapproving? Okay, that's what I was wondering. So you don't think about it. But you know what? Like most teachers wanted that from us. They didn't want us to understand. They wanted us just to regurgitate. Regurgitate. That was enough for them. We wanted to understand, but they didn't give a fluff to repeat information without understanding it. Oh yes, oh yes. People who are just regurgitating what they see on TV. Oh my god, that's a lovely word. And it means that you like vomit, like bacteria. I'm really satisfied today. Are you satisfied? Like we've got a lot of interesting, juicy thingies. Do you know what I mean? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So but I'm not gonna remember you. I'm not gonna remember you. I think regurgitate. Like I'm sorry, but I need English for you. English, my dear. I think I need you for this one because it is a bit too complicated for me.
Chambers, allowing them to chew, digest, and regurgitate their food multiple times.
Oxford Dictionary.
To swallow and regurgitate the full Oxford Dictionary.
Nice, Lucy.
Unless you have a fabulous gag reflex. Joke. I've seen a couple of comments.
Memorize things, recall, recollect, regurgitate information back onto test papers. Teachers
Can regurgitate on demand. And instead say, well, there's ample room.
Okay. Ample room.
Can regurgitate on demand. And instead say, well, there's.
Do you remember ample? Ample? Do you remember? That's another one that we had. Oh my god. Please tell me that you are working. If the recording is not working, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry because this is one of the happiest sessions. I think this is number two, because number one was the first moment when James told me he loved me, obviously. And this is like number two. This is the second, like most satisfying session that we've ever had, I think, because we've got like, this is already like the word number 5 that we just know because we studied. This makes me happy. Are you happy? I am. It's cool. Isn't it? Because ample room, which is more than enough, right? You've got like ample space, ample whatever. It means more than you need. It means abundance. Like, oh, I do remember. Nice! And I forgot what we are actually doing. Regurgitate.
they repeat and regurgitate the information and opinion.
Okay, regurgitate. So repeat and regurgitate info without thinking. Do we have a word for that in my native language? Because I just don't know. I didn't know you can describe this. Like I would say, yeah, repeat. But this is deeper than just repeating. It means you don't care. You just say that information without like thinking about it, processing it, or like, do you know, like feeling it or whatever. Like that's juicy. This one, juicy. Again, good length, a bit funny pronunciation, I would say, and juicy meaning. I love you. Regurgitate. Darling, you are my new best friend. You are. Regurgitate. Yeah, and cows, not cows, birds. Birds or cows probably as well. There was a cow. Birds regurgitate meals. No, not meals. They don't have a meal. They have food, right? To feed the babies. Nice. I like you. I like you. I like you a lot. I like you a lot. And what did you say? It's like someone swallowed a business jargon dictionary, and it is now violently regurgitating and is now violently regurgitating it all over us. Regurgitate. I will not remember you, or like it will be. It's difficult to say. There's regurgitate. Regurgitate. I need to get used to it. I need to listen to a bit more of English. Yeah, in case you don't like a word, I think I've said it, and I do it during the studying sessions. Like if there is an, I don't know, idiom or a word that you don't particularly like, or it sounds funny, or you just think that, it's just a bit weird or whatever, put it into English and listen to it a lot, and you will see the magic, because you will love it after that. Do you know? Regurgitating. Anyway, and let's not forget the joy of the round table discussion, a euphemism for everyone talking in circles until we're collectively we're collectively dizzy with confusion. Nice. The only real mystery is how something that moves at the speed of a glacier, yeah, can simultaneously make time feel like it's standing still. Oh yeah. Only mystery of this one. Glacier.
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 Glacier. Oh, so both. I'm not stupid. So whatever you prefer. Glacier or glacier. Glacier.
Glacier.
Glacier.
Glacier.
Glacier. So the only real mystery is how something that moves at the speed of a glacier can simultaneously make time feel like it's standing still. How something that moves, but that's the same. It means it's long, it's boring, and it's slow, right? Gorgeous. If there's a better way to simulate the experience of having your soul slowly siphoned out of your body, I haven't found it. I don't know. Tell me. Siphon. It's a siphon.
Siphon.
In my language, we have a siphon, which is a tube that is bent in a shape of an N, with each end in a separate container at 2 different levels, so that liquid can be pulled up into it from the higher container and go down through it into the lower container. Chiffon. Siphon. So it's like a cipher. A siphon. Soda siphon. Oh, okay. Siphon something else. To remove liquid from a container using a siphon. I didn't know you existed. I didn't know. Did you know that Mr. Chiffon? Siphon. Yes, that's cute. And what is it? Is it an N shaped? You mean like this N? You like you, right? Shaped tube for water. Oh, that's cool. And we've got a phrasal verb. Siphon something off.
Siphon.
To dishonestly take money from an organization or other supply and use it for a purpose for which it was not intended. I need to go for a wee. What's the time? 59. Okay, that makes sense. He lost his job when it was discovered that he had been siphoning off money from the company for his own use. Ooh la la. Siphon something. I like that. Siphon something of to dishonestly take money from an organization, other suppliers to sorry, steal money basically. Steal. Siphon to gradually steal money or goods, usually from a business or government. Over the years, he siphoned off thousands of dollars from various accounts. Beautiful. Right. Are you satisfied? Like I am. I was no. I haven't found it. Meetings, because apparently we're not suffering enough just doing our jobs. James. Beautiful. You're right. This is better than any dream I could imagine. Alrighty, here's another one. I was laughing a lot. I just didn't know how to react and how to, like, I wanted like more. That's why my answers are so short. But seriously, I wish I could experience the happiness that I was experiencing when I was reading that for the first time. Or maybe I just like need to take a moment and a glass of wine and just read through it like again, now that I understand like every single word, right? It's gorgeous. Anyway, so the question for the next session, obviously, is going to be, did you exercise today? Nice, I'm excited. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna go for a wee. I'm gonna stretch for a little bit because yeah, I can do. It's 6 o'clock, so till 7 sounds good. And then I'm gonna catch the sunset outside because the sun is setting at 8, or kind of like 9, like 8:30, which is amazing. Like the days are getting longer, so it's amazing. So yeah, I will quickly relieve myself. And I will be back in a second. And we're gonna do another one. Oh my god, I'm so happy. This is satisfying. Oh my god, I just like, this is beautiful. Alrighty, so stop sharing. Come here, baby. And if you tell me that this is not working, like I'm genuinely gonna cry. If I'm gonna leave it here and I'm gonna like try to remember what I said and I'm gonna subtitle it. I'm gonna put some lovely music on. And I'm gonna, because this was just way too good. Anyway, see you later, alligator. Stay happy and healthy, and I will get you later in a little bit.